Gerardo Valero on my post-Iberfest journey here in Chicago. I am here at La Salle Street, where great movies were filmed, such as The Untouchables and the recent The Dark Knight. Today we're going to talk about Reversal of Fortune, a movie which includes one of the most devastating, effective performances of all time, that of Jeremy Irons as Klaus von Bülow. Reversal of Fortune is a movie that focuses on one of the most complex characters in recent film history. Now, Klaus von Bülow is a poker-faced bastard. His demeanor ranges from, you could say, from stiff to charming to even, sometimes even downright odd. Now, this performance, despite the fact that it's got heavy accent and mannerisms, doesn't really fall on the gimmicky category anytime at all, because Jeremy Irons manages to surprise us at every turn. Now, a classic performance like him cannot exist without the existence of the right screenplay, and this one provides him with more quotable classic lines that you can even count. Reversal of Fortune is a fascinating look at a world we never really get to see very often. These people with so much money, you can sense that in their house they have every luxury imaginable, but you don't really see or feel any happiness or warmth in it. These people, you cannot say that they are only from another planet. They feel like they are from another galaxy altogether. Case in point, when Klaus informs Sonny about an affair he's having with another woman, you would expect a response of hurt and betrayal, but instead we get all these little insults, restrained insults that are the way of Sonny getting back to him. Now, this is something that to even imagine how they feel is something we have to guess, because the film really gives us no clue about the true feelings. Now, what I find funny about Reversal of Fortune, what I find very curious, is that the lawyer gives this line and tells something to Klaus at the end of the movie, something similar to, this was an important victory on a legal basis, but morally you're on your own. And I had to question whether this is true. Can a lawyer really wash his hands about the innocence or guilt about his clients? Does it matter at all who his clients are? Now, I can imagine that you cannot be able to disassociate these two things and try to be a lawyer in the first place. But I don't think that Dershowitz is off the hook, even if he did all his performance work, to be able to say these words. More when you consider that some of his clients were, in this case, von Bülow, and also O.J. Simpson. And now, to close this segment, we're going to propose another suggestion for Iber's little movie glossary, and it's called Pass It On. And this talks about the ability of movie characters who want to give speeches in the movies to very large crowds, about being able to do it and having the audience, having his audience, all of the extras, listen perfectly. Sort of like when Mel Gibson talks and gives his speech to a crowd of thousands in Braveheart, or even when Kirk Douglas does the same thing to what seems like a whole stadium full of people in Spartacus. Anyway, I thank you for listening again to my reviews as a far-flung correspondent of Roger Ebert, and until next time, el balcón está cerrado.